Hey there, welcome back to Marketing Matchmaker. So, as we jump into this new year, this month of January, I really wanted to focus on paid traffic. And there's a really big reason behind that. So, one of the things that I know as a business owner is that when we're looking to scale, when we're looking to take things to the next level, the best way to do that is through paid traffic. Now, I'm not saying that Facebook ads is the only way to do things. There are plenty of ad platforms, and I'm actually going to dive into them a little bit here. Which platforms are effective, why you want to use those platforms, and a little bit of who should be using these platforms. So I love paid traffic. I'm just going to tell you, I'm a geek about it. I love the way that we can reach a huge audience and the way we can target, hyper target, and retarget people when it comes to really growing our business. The reality is when we grow our business, when we first get started, most people start with an organic method of their marketing, which is totally a fabulous way to get started, and I will never discount organic marketing. It is something that you should have in your marketing at all times. Because as I've said in the past, marketing is a multi-layer approach, right? When you're looking to connect with an audience, it can take somewhere between 10 and 20 times of them seeing you before they're really ready to take that next step, whatever that step is, whether that's listening to your podcast, or whether that's joining your email list, or it's watching your training, or buying from you. Honestly, in this day and age, it can take a lot more than that because people are so used to seeing things in their social media feed that it almost becomes automatic for them to expect to see somebody multiple times, sometimes hundreds of times. So keep that in mind when it really comes to your marketing. And when we think about organic traffic or organic marketing, especially on things like Facebook, social media in general, versus SEO marketing or, search engine marketing, this is the way it works, right? Marketing on social media is really determined by the algorithm of the social media platform you're on. Now, I'm getting really nerdy on this, and there's a reason, and I promise this will all lead back into ads in a minute. So when you're on, let's say, Facebook or LinkedIn or even YouTube, whatever the social media platform you're on, you want to keep in mind that when you post organically, about 1 to up to 10% of your audience actually see your organic post. So what does that mean? If you have a really small audience, like most of us that are getting our business started do, only a few people a day see your post. Social media or search engine marketing through Google and that kind of thing, the only people that are going to see your information are people that are actually actively looking for your product, service, or solution, or some variation of that. They're searching a specific term that will lead them to you. Which means if you are only doing SEO and you have a product, service, or solution that people aren't searching for, which in a lot of the coaching industry is pretty standard. I mean, not many people are out there searching for a coach or your specific area of expertise. It's very hard to make search engine optimization organically work for you because people aren't searching for the terms that you necessarily use. Doesn't mean that's for everybody. It's just on an average. Also, on organic social media posting, the same is true. A very small number of people see you, which is why paid traffic is so important, because it does what we call interruption marketing. It puts you in front of somebody that you target and you decide is a good fit for your product, service, or solution. So you should know by now your ideal client in a way that no one else does, which then makes you able to target more people like them. That's where paid traffic becomes really a lift to your marketing. It allows you to scale faster because you can really target the people that you want to target. So you're not relying on the social media platform to just send it to anybody and hope that somebody actually connects with what you have to say. You're able to better target your audience that way. So let's dive into the different social media platforms. And I'm really going to highlight 4 today. We work in almost every paid traffic platform, but the 4 that we work in most often with our clients are Facebook/Instagram. So that's 1 and 2. They're run by Meta, so they're the same platform. Then LinkedIn, fabulous platform, and YouTube ads. So those are the 4 that we generally run for our clients. So I'm gonna highlight those. You can also run ads on Twitter and Pinterest and TikTok and Snapchat and every other paid or social media platform out there. It really just depends on where your clients hang out. So when we look at those 4 platforms, we want to first look at your demographic of your audience, because each platform has a different demographic on it. So for instance, on Facebook, you're looking at late millennials, Gen Xers on up. So someone in their late 30s, early 40s on up. Those are the people that hang out on Facebook. Instagram really is that mid 40s down. Pretty much everyone else underneath 40 is on Instagram. You can find those outliers, obviously, that are older, and the majority of the population is that 40 degrees and or 40 years old and under when it comes to that platform. YouTube is realistically almost anybody. I mean, Google has a really good hold on YouTube. So YouTube ads are really effective for just about anybody because it has so much volume of information on it, and you're able to place your ads in that information. LinkedIn are really those professionals, the people who are looking to create a professional background. So there's not really an age demographic necessarily. I would say 25 and up. It is just more of a professional platform, and you want to look at it from that respect. So you can run ads on all 4 of those platforms. Now, this is what I will say. Facebook and Instagram, you're going to hit 99% of the population between the 2 of them. So depending on what your demographic is, and they have the best targeting when it comes to ads. Like you can hyper target. I always tease you can hyper target down to a shoe size. That being said, there has been some, issues with Facebook in the past, and they've worked very hard, especially with iOS and all of that kind of stuff, to make sure that those kind of things changes. I will say that you should be using multiple sources to track your data. So if you're running ads on Facebook, also use Google Analytics to really double check that, make sure that what Facebook says is accurate and what Google says is accurate. And then go to using things like your email marketing to make sure that both platforms are accurate, or your sales, whichever it is that you're doing. So when you're looking at that platform, you really want to make sure that you are able to hyper target. Like that's the best thing about Facebook, is that it's the best at targeting people. Now, when you look at YouTube, you're really looking at it from a different perspective. You must be comfortable doing some kind of video, obviously, when it comes to YouTube ads. Not only that, but that video needs to be engaging, and it needs to stop them in their tracks and make them want to watch. Otherwise, it's not going to do you much good. Now, I will say video is important on every platform, but obviously on YouTube, it is more important than anywhere else. The targeting on YouTube is also good. It's not nearly as good as Facebook. However, it is a really good platform to target people based on their interests and what it is they like to watch and follow. So if you know what your audience likes to watch and follow and what they're interested in, it's a great platform to run ads on. LinkedIn ads. I love LinkedIn because it is like this diamond in the rough. It's this untapped resource. The reality is that LinkedIn ads are fabulous if you already have an email list that you can create a lookalike audience based off of. Without that, it makes LinkedIn very difficult with targeting. They do not have the best targeting yet. It's evolving, right? It's been evolving. And right now, your best bet to use for LinkedIn ads are either lookalike audiences or using retargeting ads on LinkedIn. Here's the best thing about all 4 of those platforms. You can retarget the heck out of people on all of them. And that, my friends, is really one of the best things when it comes to ads, is that if someone signed up for your email list, let's say, or even if they've just landed on a page on your website, you're able to give them more information in their feed, in their social media, without having to, annoy them by cold calling them, right? It is a really great way to continue to get people to warm up to you, to continue to really connect with them and move them on when it comes to really growing your business, increasing your revenue, and scaling your impact. I promise you that adding ads into your media, into your marketing strategy will provide ROI and profitable dividends in the long run. Thank you for listening to the Marketing Matchmaker podcast. If you enjoyed this episode, I would love to hear your feedback. Please head over to Apple, iTunes, and leave a review so we can hear from you. And if you are a coach, consultant, or online course creator who are looking to grow your business, increase your income, and scale your impact, connect with me at yourmarketingmatchmaker.com. I look forward to hearing from you.